What you're about to see is a compilation of TikTok videos. I guess you can call it a React video, except mine is different. It's just plain and simple with all the information around the world. And it's for entertainment purposes only. It's satire, nothing is real, and I don't know anything. Roll it!
Let's talk about something quietly reshaping DFW, data centers. Not offices, not warehouses, data centers. The buildings that power the internet, cloud storage, AI, streaming, basically everything you touch on your phone. DFW is now one of the fastest growing data center markets in the entire country. Massive projects are popping up in places like Midlothian, Red Oak, Wilmer, and South Fort Worth. Some of them costing hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. Here's why companies are coming here. Cheap land compared to the coast, strong fiber networks, business-friendly policies, and enough space to scale fast. From a tech standpoint, DFW checks every box. But here's where the conversation gets interesting. These facilities don't employ thousands of people once they're built. They use a ton of power, they're massive, and when one shows up near a neighborhood, people have real questions about noise, energy strain, land use, and what it actually gives back to the community. So this isn't just a tech story or a real estate story, it's a city planning story. DFW is becoming part of the backbone of the digital economy, the infrastructure that keeps everything online. But the big question is how we balance growth with impact. Because whether you love them or hate them, data centers are here and they're changing DFW faster than most people realize. What do you think? Smart growth, or is it too much too fast?
Human quantum entanglement is a powerful metaphor for how our brains connect. When one person feels something, the other senses it almost instantly, even if they're miles apart. You think about someone, and at that exact moment, they think about you. Like two entangled particles in quantum physics, separated by galaxies, yet reacting to each other in perfect sync. When we are deeply engaged with another person, a partner, a child, even a suspect, our neural networks start to sync up. Research shows that during close interaction, brain rhythms can literally align. Oscillations in the prefrontal cortex and parietal regions, responsible for attention and social perception, synchronize. It's as if an invisible thread links two nervous systems, allowing them to resonate with each other. I've often noticed that at a certain point in building a profile or conducting an interview, I start feeling not just the person's words, but their inner rhythm. This isn't mysticism. It's the work of mirror neurons and predictive circuits in the brain. When I tune in to someone, my brain begins to model their thoughts and intentions, sometimes anticipating their next move before they make it. But this entanglement can be dangerous if you let it take over. Immersing myself in the world of someone who has crossed extreme lines, I feel how easy it would be to slip from empathy into fusion. In those moments, I remind myself why I'm here, not to become this person's reflection, but to understand their actions, break down their motivation, and stop what comes next.
Hey yo, peace fam, so it's God, Orion TV, bang bang bang, more life family, bliss up, abundance, and I don't know already. So yeah, council, these are the Monument Chronicles in the country of Georgia. Now you guys, just take a second and breathe this all in. Look at the architecture, the size, the dimensions of this monolithic structure, and ask yourselves if you think people with horse and buggies built this back in the 1400s, or do you think that this monument is from a totally different civilization, one way before us with obviously way more technology? Seriously, ask yourself this question, cause family, this was supposedly built in the year 1400 something another. And back then, you and I both know all that existed was horse and buggy, chisels and hammers. And they claim that they built this structure that looks like it came straight from Cybertron. straight out of Atlantis. That is impossible. Anyway, Council, this is more proof of our ancient futuristic past. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep riding this wave up and out of Saturn's brainwash cube. Bang, bang. Yeah, Council, these are the pieces of the puzzle that are going to wake these people up from their brainwashed state. This is undeniable proof that history is a lie, and there's way more to life than meets the eye. We got to dig deeper, people. We have to go within so we can spiral up. Ignorance is death. Life comes with the knowledge, so let's bloom.
This video is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. Here's something that you should know. For each additional serving of ultra-processed food that we eat, early mortality increases up to 18%. This makes up 67% of the food our children eat here in America. 1 billion pounds of synthetic pesticides are being sprayed on our food every single year. 99.9% of all the farmland all across America that's sprayed with the synthetic pesticides, with most of those invisible chemicals being produced from either China or Germany. Y'all want to know what the byproduct of all of that is? The climax of all these diseases, such as Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer, liver dysfunction, hormone disruption, ADHD, and pretty much every disease all across the board, y'all. This video is just for entertainment purposes and entertainment purposes only. This is all satire. None of this is true.
All beliefs overstep the bounds of attainable knowledge. Beliefs should be banished from your psyche. We should only be involved in knowing and not knowing. What people believe or don't believe is unimportant and irrelevant. What matters is what we know. And when we don't or can't know something, it's important to admit that to ourselves, rather than finding some comforting belief to replace it. And that is why so many people choose to blanket themselves in beliefs, rather than admitting the simple truth that they don't know. Because beliefs are comforting. It's uncomfortable to realize that you don't know the greatest mysteries of life, and it's much more comforting to pretend you do, by adopting a belief system that provides answers to all those questions. Then, instead of being a perplexed detective analyzing life's mysteries, you become an egotistic evangelist preaching blind faith. This is why I find religious flat earthers to be a paradox and a problem. Many people who know that Earth is a level, motionless plane are also believers of various world religions. Since flat Earth is mentioned in the holy scriptures of Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and others, members of these religions often take this as proof positive that everything else mentioned in their holy scriptures must also be literally true. This is simply not the case, however, and all claims must be validated by their own merit. The fact of the matter is that flat Earth was the prevailing cosmology at the time when most of these holy scriptures were written, so it is no wonder that their worldview is reflective of that. Just because flat Earth is mentioned in the Bible, and flat Earth is true, doesn't mean that a man was born of a virgin and walked on water. It doesn't mean that snakes and burning bushes can talk. And it doesn't mean an ark could hold and feed tens of thousands of animals for months at a time. Believing these Bible testimonies of things we cannot prove or experience for ourselves is no different from believing the testimony of astronauts. In our experience, nobody has ever been born of a virgin or walked on water. Personally, we have never seen a snake or burning bush strike up a conversation. We may choose to believe or disbelieve in such things, but we cannot know them to be true. Therefore, when we are trying to awaken others to the reality of flat Earth, religious beliefs really shouldn't enter into the discussion. A flat, motionless Earth is objectively, observably, and empirically demonstrable and directly experienced by everyone. It doesn't require belief like the globe or religious scriptures. Flat Earth is backed by abundant evidence, experiments, and experience. And that is why people like myself don't just believe the Earth is flat. We know it is.
First to arrive with cameras installed to protect both you and me in places that we weren't that threatened, and yet the people didn't see. And what followed were traffic restrictions to keep the roads quiet and clean. The maths didn't add up, nor the science. But still, the people didn't see. And next came the 15-minute neighbourhoods to make our lives easier, decreed. To some, it seemed like restrictions, but still, the people didn't see. And then came the digital ID, so convenient, easy, and free. Your life in one chip on a mainframe, and still, the people didn't see. The cars they sold were electric, all wired to the government PC, and they switched off the driving on Sundays, and still, the people didn't see. And the banks moved their money to digital, and the government banned cash the next week, and the ability to fly was restricted, and still, people didn't see. They linked up your money and profile to the ID on the government PC, and connected it to social media, and still, the people didn't see. And then came a new cure, a new virus, safe and effective, and free. They linked these jabs to your profile, and connected the government PC. And when the people were locked in their cities, policed by their digital ID, unable to visit their loved ones, now, finally, the people can see. Restricted and tracked with no money. To go further, a permit you'll need, contained in your digital city. Oh, why did the people not see? These steps they've sold us as progress never looked to be quite what they seemed. And if you don't ask the questions in protest, then your children will never know. Free.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, but somebody tell me, why is California so cold right now?
Do y'all want me to tell her? Or do y'all want to tell her? I warned you all that the West Coast would get cold temperatures beyond belief. Your winter this year is going to be like no other winter ever. Somebody want to tell them why? Levi. They got to try to put her back to sleep. If they don't get her cold enough, she's going to move. And all of y'all in California, well, you're not going to make it. I've warned you all for years. If you are on the West Coast, make your way east. Because once Levi wakes up, she's going to move. I told you and showed you. Her head is in the Caribbean. Her eye is in Venezuela. And if they decide to drop one of those big ones, oh, she's going to move. California's going to move. And a lot of people are going to meet their demise.
Pedophilia is now legal in California. Now a 21-year-old can have sex with an 11-year-old and not be listed on the...
Y'all, this video buffered and buffered and buffered. It's like they just don't want me to post it. Y'all, look at this. Do you care about your kids or not? The higher ups love children. They love children. They love children, and not the way that you love children. Y'all, how long do... Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. My page is fucking based on saving kids. Go look at my videos. Most of my videos is talking about saving fucking kids, nigga. I don't even, I go to war about them. You feel me? Look at this. It's been legal, but they trying to put it in, not trying. The law and things that's written down on paper is more important to them. Just like these stop signs and all this other bullshit that we go by just because... I say, y'all, we'll never meet these people that's fucking your kids, giving us poison, killing us. We'll never meet these people because they're afraid to show their punk ass face. But they block us all day. You know what I look like, scary ass. Y'all, the time is now. It's never been ready. Y'all, I don't even know what to say, y'all. How long have I been trying to tell y'all, protect your fucking kids? Peace.
I am more than convinced that all of these religions worldwide, since the beginning of time, were created by the reptilians, by the Brotherhood of the Snake, all to keep us divided, in constant conflict with one another, gaslighting us to oblivion about everything that's in human nature. and they're weaponizing that against us as if it is evil. If you kind of think about it, reptilians run it all, y'all. It's the reptilians that take over everything. They hijack it all. They infiltrate everything, man. What do you think colonizers came from? This is a race of conquerors, my people. And they're always looking for a race of humans, a sect of humans that will do their bidding. And then call them the chosen people. Use your minds, y'all. Use your minds.
Cynthia Erivo was playing Jesus at the Hollywood Bowl when viewers noticed something strange. Look at her hands. Do they look human to you? And before you say it's just a camera trick or bad angle, this isn't the first time she's been seen like this. So what's really going on there?
Ladies, pay attention. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
Okay, so we saw this on TikTok, right? Alright? Always pad. It is brand new. That, take it down so I can see it. Turn it around. Okay, look. You don't see anything on it. It's brand new. Obviously, I just took the back off. Now,
what is that? Come on!
Now put it back up to the fucking light. That is mold.
No way, son.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
When we first had it up here, it was just green. I'm like, all right.
Are you kidding me?
Shit, but I still don't like that color. And then we flipped it, and then we was like, oh shit.
No.
Yeah, nah, bro. That's disgusting.
What did she say that was? I know you heard her. Ladies, check it out before you put it on. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know how true that is because I don't know nothing about that. I don't know anything about that at all. Shut up! Ladies, check it for yourself. You see what that lady did? She put it in the light. That's what you need to do when you go home. Put it in the light. To make sure that that's not... Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game of guys and you see what's going on in these streets, bro. Shut up! Every time I turn around, there's something new going on. Can we get a break? Absolutely not. You know why? Because things have just begun. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game of guys and ladies. You better check it before you put it on. But I tell you one thing. If I'm ever with a shorty and she pulls that out and she puts it to the light and I see that, we're going to go back to the store and say, yeah, can you come here for a second, bro?
Oh my gosh, you will not be the same after this video. What if ghosts aren't dead people? And science, in a way, has accidentally proven that they're real. You see, most people think spirits are mystical, religious, or imaginary. But what if a spirit is truly just a pattern? And patterns don't die. For now, separate what you consider to be a spirit and a soul. We're not going to cover that in this video, but I just don't want you confusing things. Let me just show you something that evolution does that shouldn't be possible. Please comment below what this animal is right here. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, a lot of people are going to say that this is a canine, a dog, or something of that nature, like a coyote, when really it's a thylacine, or what some people call a Tasmanian tiger. You see, they have different genetics and different family trees, but they look, act, and hunt almost the same. Why? See, the thylacine wasn't a dog, it was a marsupial. It's, you know, one of his close cousins is a kangaroo. But it evolved into the same form as a wolf. Like hyenas, who look like dogs but are actually closer in relation to cats. Same form, same behavior, same role. This is called convergent evolution. That means the pattern came first. See, it's not that genes invented the wolf, it downloaded the wolf. In other words, the form of the wolf precedes the genes, the physicality. And we're talking about the spirit of a wolf, a spirit being a collection of attributes that make something what it is, the essence, right? The way the face is shaped, the way the bones are, the way it hunts, the way it behaves. I mean, if it quacks like a duck, looks like a duck, act like a duck, you know. See, a spirit isn't a ghost cloud. It's a structured set of traits that define something across chain. Think about it like this. If you wiped out every wolf on the earth, as long as its matrix, its niche, its medium or structure in which it's developing remains, then nature would eventually recreate one, because the pattern still exists within that matrix. Now apply this to places. A house isn't just wood and nails, it's a matrix, an environment that stores pattern. If extreme trauma happens there, that emotional pattern doesn't vanish. The house keeps feeding it, that's what we call haunting. Here's the wild part. Your brain can't see abstract data, so it does what it always does. It renders it into an icon. Just like synesthesia, your mind turns an invisible pattern into a visible figure. That's the ghost. Those are the people who see sound and color. So no, you're not seeing something that isn't there. You're seeing something that can't be seen directly. This was all just part of the philosophy of order. What if I told you the matrix you live in is devouring you? Read the free audiobook, fams, and the link at the top of the page. I love you all. Peace. You have no idea. You're living in the apocalypse, and you don't even know it. That's how the spirit works. It wipes the slate so clean that the survivors don't even know what they have lost. Let me show you what you lost. The spirit of the West didn't just conquer lands. It conquered memory. It colonized language, erased entire histories, criminalized culture. Before it came, the world was a tapestry of interconnected societies with ecological harmony, spiritual science, and communal balance. But when the spirit arrived, it did not come with peace. It did what it always does. It turned brother against brother. It fed elites the lie that domination is order. It weaponized religion to strip names from ancestors, languages from children, meaning from ritual, and it built empires on the corpses of what came before. You call that history, but it was an apocalypse. And every time you forget, the spirit gets stronger. You see the symptoms all around you, the poisoned food, the sickness in the mind, depression, anxieties that don't belong to you. You were born into a machine that teaches you to hate your own soul, to value productivity over purpose, to believe healing is weakness. That's the matrix this spirit built. But some of us, we remembered, and we've rebuilt memory into resistance, into blueprint. That blueprint is called FAMS, Food, Forest, Foraging, Hunting, Anti-Fragile Minded Society. It's a manual told through story that will free you from this matrix. The free audiobook is in the link at the top of the page. I love you all. Peace.
Firmament that we are stuck up under, it will open. Will we see the actual planets that we speak about? Is it hidden behind the firmament?
The planets is actually beyond the ice wall. You have plasma vortexes that have concentric circles that take you through stargates to get beyond the firmament. In order to get beyond the firmament, you got to be energetically balanced from the heart and the mind. Ever since from 1943, 53, 63, all the way up until the year of 2043, which is also a 9-year, which is the year of completion, that's when the firmament is going to break open. And right above it, you're going to see the mothership, and the mothership is going to extract their children in the so-called rapture, because when you look at the prefix of the word rapture, you get Ra, which is the sun. It's an energy extraction.
It's an actual ship that we will see.
What I'm saying is that when you got the firmament is what creates physical existence. The firmament is why you can see phones, you can see your arm and shit like that. But if you take away the firmament, all you're going to see is energy. There's no use for the body. When you trap light, that creates physical matter. Those are subatomic particles. This is why sometimes when you sneeze, that's the closest thing that you get to death, because when you sneeze, that's when the heart stops at 0 point energy, because when you sneeze, you see particles, and those particles are subatomic particles. And when they condense together, that's what creates physical matter. So when you start to see death, you can see particles and atoms and everything start to split, because it's the illusion. If the firmament breaks open, that's going to be an energy extraction of those who are connected to the ether core of planet Earth.
And I find this outrageous, and I'm blaming the white people.
That's because you don't know the true history of this planet, and that you people were brought here by the Africans, and that the Africans are number one in colonization on the planet today. That's a fact. The Americas are the motherland. That's why you people came here. It was already built up when you got here. Now Africans are trying to do the same thing that you Caucasian people are doing, trying to destiny swap with the Aboriginal Americans, keep saying, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. We're not going for these scams anymore, and you should stay out of things that don't concern you or your people.
So what do you mean by there's no such thing as planet Earth? Because just so the Earth is round, the world is flat. You just like there ain't no planet Earth. What's that?
Well, let me just break it down for you. What most people don't know is that Earth, it's quote unquote Earth, or the realm itself, is a whole multiverse. Mm-hmm. Okay, we were never told this. So when you talk about there's 9 main realms. Okay, 9 main realms. Then there's sub realms, and there's tons and tons of sub realms. So we're living in an actual multiverse. So when you start talking about Asgard, which is one of the actual realms, Oleron is actually a realm, the angelic realm is an actual realm. There's so many different realms that are not talked about. Those realms are basically universes. Okay, and so we have to understand that this thing is unlimited. We have placed limitations on a lot of different things based upon things that we were told, things that we read. But I'm here to let you guys know that this place is infinite.
So you saying that our actual universe is Atlantis?
Yes.
Wow. Yep. Wow.
Yes.
You want to expound on that, Esoteric Truth?
Yes. So Atlantis is basically is also another word for Mother Gaia and also another word for planet Kai. Atlantis is, because this realm is aquatic. Water plays out differently in different atmospheres in different states. So these Atlanteans, they're the original timekeepers of this planet, and they designed basically cycles of time by studying water. Because time is not a linear thing. Time is in a cycle. So they studied the cycles of water, and they also studied the cycles of the sun, and they were some of the original teachers of astrology, and they designed basically the grid system by working with these different minerals, crystals, and basically the basis of alchemy to set up these grids on the particular aura nodes and set them up basically perfectly and connect them all together, which is the basis of the planetary grid we have now. And is access, like you have access points via the sacred sites, like some of the pyramids, and some sacred sites even in your backyard you can have a sacred site because these aura nodes and these grids everywhere. And when you're walking on basically an energy circuitry.
Right.
And that's why it's advised to walk barefoot so you can get some of these charges.
Peace and love, family. Now, a lot of people will state that the demons are the original gods. The word demon will originate from the Latin word daemon. A daemon would just be a cosmic force. It's a spirit of nature, and everything in nature have a spirit body as well. Now, in the beginning, the earth didn't have any form. There was darkness upon the earth. And this was the time when the demons or daemons had rulership of the earth. Your religions or Jesus Christ didn't even exist. It was all 9 ether gods and goddesses here. And they would call us the dark angels. And dark don't mean evil. They was talking about melanin. They was talking about the complexion. This was a time when we didn't have a sun in the sky. We would just have stars shining down on us. This was a time when we was gods and goddesses. This was a time when we knew who we was. And all of your true knowledge would be hidden in the darkness. The truth would be wrapped around spookism. This would be a tactic they use to scare you away from the truth. Demons are not evil. They just want to be respected because they roamed this earth and created it for us. Now your winners would always rewrite history. So your true, genuine ancient history is wrapped around the paranormal. But they know as long as you are spooked out, you will never discover the truth. Have no fear. The demons are your own spiritual army. They protect you. This is a cosmic force of chaos that lives within you. And anytime you are in fear, you are being harmed, a demon will come out. You just have to know how to control him. In cartoons, you will see an angel sitting on this shoulder and a demon sitting on this shoulder. That's what it really is, family. And these demons will just be warrior spirits. The angels will be coming to bring you peace, love, and to harmonize you. But it's these spiritual warriors they don't want you to know about. That is because they are so effective in the spiritual battle. Everything have been inverted. What they tell you is bad is really good. Up is really down. Down is really up. South is really north. East is really west. They would confuse us so we wouldn't know how to navigate this realm. You have to flip the whole map. Hope y'all like the lecture. Peace and ashe.
Please tell me you heard what this man said today on his Instagram post.
Did you hear it? He said he will get 50 teenagers from each state to have them compete in the Patriot game. Now, when I heard him say that, I said, shit, that remind me of a movie I've seen before. This video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. I don't think it's the Patriot game. I think it's the Hunger Game. In the movie The Hunger Games, they was pulling names out and they was drafting teenagers. And this man just said he's going to pick a teenager from 50 states to have him compete. Sounds familiar, right? When the teenagers was competing in this game, they couldn't leave because they was under a dome. Remember this man was speaking about making a golden dome? Is the golden dome already activated and we just don't know? America, America, America. What happened to us? So many people ask, how did we end up in this situation? That's because we are so competent to compete. The universe did not put us here to compete. No sports, no debates, no arguing, no fighting. We are supposed to be working together as one. Democrat, Republican, good, bad, up, down, left, right. No, no, no. One spirit. Let's take this a little deeper. If you really want to change everything in this world, stop competing and start working together. 2026 is number 10, Year of the Horse. The Year of the Horse represents freedom, independence. You can stop this video and pause it and read it. Please read it. Go all the way down to the bottom and look at lessons. Number 10 represents completion, new beginning. We will see a lot of things take place that battle and challenge our spirit in 2026. We can break free, or we can keep letting these people pull names out of our hats and make us compete for their entertainment.
Well, that's all for this one. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and share. Until next time. Peace out.